Mate, this property slaps. It's £252 at 50%, £1,400 at 80%, and £2,165 at 100%. It's a good deal. Can we all give a round of applause for Cameron? How many bedrooms is the property?
2 bedrooms.
We won't put the address. Is it fully furnished, yes or no?
Yes, and the furnishings cost £2,000.
Okay, so it's fully furnished, but the furnishings are going to cost £2,000. How much is the rent?
£1,350.
So two times 1,350 is 2,700, right?
Yep.
Is there a sourcing fee?
500.
Oh, it's not bad. Peanuts.
Yeah, no,
Peanuts to an elephant. Right, we have to
make a good deal for that, but
right, guys, let me run you through this, yeah? We have to include the OTA fees, which are now 15%. Airbnb fees used to be 5%, but they've gone up. Now, the way I teach you guys how to get bookings is you don't use Airbnb. You use Airbnb in the beginning, and then you convert the booking to a long-term booking off of Airbnb. But it's not always possible. So when we use the spreadsheet, we factor in the 15%. And it kills the deals, guys, which is why I teach you guys not to use Airbnb and to do it off your own back, right? If that makes sense, leave a 1 in the chat. What's the council tax going to be?
I'm trying to find out now, but I imagine it will probably be around the 120, 130 mark.
How much is the water and gas, sorry, bro?
She gave me a figure of about 150.
What, for both?
Yeah, all of it.
How much is nightly rate?
About 150.
Woo!
Looks good, doesn't it?
I mean, so 150 quid for the nightly rate. Are you sure about that? Are you confident?
So I've got a 5 nights for 750, and it's got 32 reviews already, 4.8 rating, and it's a guest favourite from Airbnb. So there's an existing sort of listing that's ready to go. And
they want £1,350 in advance. How much deposit do they want?
1,350.
Sourcing fee £500, council tax 130, 75 for the gas, 75 for the electric, 15p for the OTA fees. Mate, this property slaps. It's £252 at 50%, £1,400 at 80%, and £2,165 at 100%. It's a fucking good deal. Can we all give a round of applause for Cameron? It's a good deal.
That's good. Is it with a nightly rate of 120 as well?
Well,
do you know?
Does it work at 120? I mean,
that's 1,800 a month.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Oh, I mean, 120 is a big drop. I don't think it's going to work at 120. Nah, it loses 100.
I don't think. Yeah. Well, even with 120, it only loses £100. Still not bad, to be fair.
Yeah.
No, but basically, because I've done some work for this lady, she sourced me the deal at a really good rate. But I've also got quite a few leads from just generally networking as well. So I don't understand that a lot of people can call up estate agents and letting agents try and get their deals, but I'm quite a natural networker. So I tend to go to sort of these business events, and I've got a lead for a property in Brentwood with like 6 bedrooms, a lead for a property in Nottingham, what is 3 bedrooms and lady can't sell, a lead for a property in Walton Abbey, lady inherited that property, she can't sell. So I don't know, that's my strategy personally, is through networking with other business owners and then sort of telling them what I do and using my existing property as credibility for what I do. And I've been seeming to get a lot of success with that, just literally going there and talking about it. Because you go to these property events, everyone, you're one of 10 or maybe one of like 5 people who are all doing the same thing. Whereas you go to these business events where you're talking to accountants, you're talking to mortgage brokers, some estate agents, but mainly like just people that don't really know what you're doing. They tend to seem more interested and want to learn what you do and understand what you do, and actually can be a little bit more helpful, because it's not just to them, you're not just another person doing rent to rent. To them, you're actually someone that's doing something different. So yeah, that's just my personal sort of experience and my strategy, and I've been following that, and that's what's been working for myself. I just thought I'd share it with everyone. So if anyone, yeah, it's just good to network with other business owners that don't necessarily revolve around property, because they may know someone like, if you're able to say the right things, like if you know someone that's struggling with a property at the moment, they're not really getting that much in rent. But if I say to them I can help them get higher cash flow by doing Airbnb management, then they're like, oh, actually, that might be really helpful for them, and they're more likely to connect me to them. Whereas if it's a person within the industry, they're going to be like, hold up a second. They're going to be very hesitant to sort of refer you because they want to make sure their credibility is a lot more sort of safe and secure before referring someone that they don't really know. So, yeah, that's just my experience.
Yeah, I love that, man. And you're definitely someone who's come along, come a long way. And, you've got your second rent to rent coming up is a really good deal. You've learned how to spot good deals. You've learned, how to,
Mm.
acquire good deals. Sometimes it can be better to actually buy the property investment off somebody rather than go out and find it yourself, especially if you're only going to pay £500 for it. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And also, it's when I first started with you, Corey, as well, it only took 2 weeks for us to find that first deal. What was didn't even take 2 weeks. It was quite
Right.
insane, actually. But yeah, I've even pushed aside my other business to focus more on this because it's going to get me to the position that I want to be a lot faster than selling £800 websites. Selling, what takes. It's not about selling the £800 website. It's the 40 hours that still requires to put it together. Whereas putting together a rent-to-rent deal and then managing it from your phone is a lot less stress and a lot more rewards. What I
Right.
think will take people a lot further. So and get people to the position they want to be as well. So
Yeah, because let's
yeah,
be
that's just my
real.
personal experience. My
That money that you've got coming in from the rent to rent, you're not really doing anything, right? Like it's all being managed. Same with the next one.
yeah, I mean, it takes time to set it up. Once you set it up, then it's messages on your phone. But even still, I've just got channel manager, a channel manager. I've just paid for one today, and if I get automated messages set up, that at least gives me more time to prepare a response. Or if I'm busy doing my day-to-day stuff, that's going to respond straight away. Keep my listing or keep my communication sort of there, and then I can respond to them either at a better time or they might have the information they need from the first message, so they don't need a follow-up response. So it's definitely a scalable business that can be done and get people to a position where they want to be. But I think it's important to know where you want to be first. Like, for example, the first thing me and Corey did was set a goal of, okay, we need 2 rent-to-rent deals, achieving about £2,000 a month to be able to get me to a position where I can then leave my sort of day job and just pursue this full time. So I think establishing goals is key. And the next thing, once you establish goals, then start working to get the systems and the processes and everything in place to then help you reach them goals. So
Aye.
yeah, that's just my personal experience. I don't know.
Cameron,
It works. Go on.
were you actively looking at Colchester, or was it just the fact that that came up and obviously the numbers worked out well?
I mean, like Corey said, rent to rent can sort of work anywhere really, but then when it comes to like just urban areas, they're just more likely to work really. I mean, I kind of know this area anyway quite well. Colchester, just by one look on Google Maps, you can see there's military base, there's university, there's the football team, there's links to London, there's the castle, there's the zoo. So I just know these areas from just living in this living in Essex. So it's not necessarily that I was looking to get one in Colchester, but I know that to do the due diligence, if one comes up to do the due diligence afterwards, I can then kind of work out what is sort of going to work or not, because I don't want to get somewhere that's super rural unless it's got major sort of construction projects nearby where contractors might benefit from it. Even still, like there's a couple of areas I'm looking near me, like Thurrock. You've got the Dartford Crossing, you've got the industrial estates, you've got, even in South Auckland, you've got a massive data centre that's going to be built soon. You've got Lower Thames Crossing that's going to be built soon. So this is just where I live. I just keep up with my local area. So
But has this call been good, guys? Have you learned a lot from this call? If you have, drop a one in the chat. Luke's dropped a thumbs up. Thank you, mate. Always do. See, I love Stuart, man. Stuart is a G. I don't think Stuart has missed a call. Well, he may have, but very few has he missed since he's joined. And what I find is the people who show up to all the calls and they're actually here, like they're the people who do the best in the long run, regardless of like where they're currently at. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you show up, you stay consistent, even when you're losing, even when you're winning. It's just about showing up, guys. Like I post on Instagram every day. Do I get 1 million views on every video? No. Some of them only get like 200, or maybe not 200, but 2,000 views. But I don't look at it then and go, oh, that video only got 2,000 views, I'm going to give up. I just look at it like, well, I don't even look at it. I don't even look at it. You know, when I go to the gym, I don't really look at myself anymore and think, "Ooh, I've improved," or "Ooh, I'm not looking as good." It's literally like I don't care about the result. I'm more interested in the process. So when you show up to these calls every time, like you're learning and you're building on what you already know, and that's what's going to make you, ultimately successful in the long run. So hats off to everybody who's still jumping on these calls. Have the best night ever, guys. Corey got the blueprint, money where the roof went. Deals on the table, every move is prudent. Flipping properties, no circus, no clowns. Turn a vacant lot to a king's compound. He don't do the stress, let the contracts flex. Rent the rent move, stacking checks on checks.